The life of a typical hummingbird is one of surprising extremes. To survive as a hummingbird, one must be fast enough to go up to 30 miles per hour, with wings beating up to 200 times per second and hearts over 1,200 times per minute. One must also be aggressive. A single hummingbird alone can drink nectar from almost 2,000 flowers in one day. And keeping competition away from those precious food sources is no small task. But this story is not about a typical hummingbird. For this particular hummingbird didn't care for the hustle and bustle of everyday life, nor did he feel the need to compete with the others. He preferred to take things at his own pace. So instead, he conserved his energy and kept to himself. And if the other hummingbirds bullied him over food, he would simply give them his share of nectar. After all, he figured they must be as hungry as he was. Why did they have to fight when they could be friends instead? One day, the lone hummingbird got an idea. If he could find somewhere with enough nectar, then maybe, just maybe, nobody would have to fight each other for food ever again. So he sped off in search of a new place where they could eat. And after hours upon hours of darting from flower to flower, he finally found a field big enough for him and his friends. The hummingbird dashed back to tell everyone of his discovery, but when he returned, the sky was empty. All of the other hummingbirds had gone elsewhere, off to find more food for themselves. Hummingbirds lead a solitary existence, but even the most reclusive creatures can get lonely. And one of the cruelest lessons that life can teach us is how quickly it moves on, regardless of whether or not you follow. To live as a hummingbird is to be constantly on the move, but also to take time to stop and smell the flowers. It is a precarious balance between enjoying life and enduring it. Even so, it doesn't have to be done alone. Even the most reclusive creatures can enjoy the company of others every now and then. And even when they part ways, the memories they build together will always stay with them. So, what new memories will this wandering hummingbird make next? Well, there's only one way to find out.
What's up, peeps? No, I turned the alerts off because I didn't want them interrupting. I didn't realize there's been so much going on, and I'm not even fully prepared for all of it. I did this really nifty thing. Maybe you've heard of it. It's called procrastinating. We getting feed content? No, they're just little white nubs at the top. I don't know what you're talking about. That's very clearly a pair of eyeballs up there. I don't know. Anyway, hi, hello. My name's Archie. Welcome to my 4-year anniversary, and also welcome to my 2.0 model debut, which I will be doing very, very slowly, as is the standard for VTubers. But I hope you're all excited. I hope you're all ready. So, as you see, These are the tips of my shoes. The bottoms of my shoes have always been white. However, this time around, they're red. Ooh, that's the only change. Thank you for coming. What if that was it? What if that was the only change? Is that I got different shoes? That would be the trolliest move ever. Oh my god. Not only are they red though, they have laces. Big, huge, if true, and it is true, I have shoes with laces on them now. Before they were just like slip-on green sneaker type things, but now I actually invested in proper lace wear. He learned to tie his shoes. I did learn to tie my shoes. I'm so happy. Big changes. All right, next up. So this little thing at the bottom, I don't know if other people do this. Like, I definitely do this. Sometimes if I have pants that are like oversized, you cuff your jeans. Yeah, I'll like roll off the bottom parts a little bit and make little cuffs with them. And actually that is something that is pertinent to hummingbirds, believe it or not. Because for those of you who don't know, hummingbirds are part of a group of birds called apodiforms. And if you break down the Latin of apodiform, a means without and pod means feet. Because when apodiforms fly, it looks like they don't have feet. If you ever notice hummingbirds kind of like tuck their little legs, their little leggies in when they go flying around, it looks like they don't have feet. And that's sort of what I was going for with the pants, is they're very, very baggy. You don't really see a lot of the proper feet stuff. I am definitely not going to be investing into that type of content anytime soon, so you'll probably never see the feet stuff. You will also notice that these pants have pockets. Look at that, big pockets. And we're going to get into the pockets later. Oh my god, I just realized how jumpy my legs are. Oh my god. Big changes, big changes. Pockets full of snacks. Spoiler alert, Dovewitch. Stop it. I mean, yeah, it's pretty obvious, but at the same whatever. Anyway, we're gonna move on. Here we have more pockets. Actually, does anyone know the specific style of leggings these are? Cargo pants. Cargo pant? No, cargo beep beep. Are you feeling okay? Gotcha, Lamau. And yes, tail feathers. Oh my god, I need to get to the tail feathers. I also have tail feathers, as you can see. They're very swishy, and they even change color like a hummingbird's would. Oh my god. Yes, you might also see that I have a little bit of a dangly thing. Don't take that out of context. It's a belt. It's a belt, but also added to that belt is a little thermos. I kind of want to zoom into my belt if I can, just a second. Can we just appreciate the detail on this belt for a second? Look at that, like the nylon on it. Do you see the nylon on the belt? It's so good. And the thermos too. I'm really glad with how the thermos, crotch. No, I wasn't zooming in on the crotch. We were zooming in on the belt. The belt, people. Come on, get your mind out of the gutter. Anyway, I also really enjoy the thermos. We got the thermos full of delicious sugar water. And I even like the detail added to the top where it's got the, like, you know how hummingbird feeders are typically like, they've got the red outline and they've got little yellow flowers on them. Like, yee. Mini Archie in thermos when, don't put me in the thermos. Keep me out of the thermos, please and thank you. But also, yes, I really like how my sleeves kind of do the same thing that the hummingbird feathers do. Is where if you look at it from different angles, it will change color. Do you see that? It's so good. It's so good. Very, very hard work went into this, and I very much appreciate the detail. Next up, we got my vest. I've got a lot of outdoorsy stuff going on with my design, and I've got this really cool vest that's got even more pockets, which, okay, if we count real quick. So I have the 4 pockets on my pants, plus the 2 pockets that you typically have with pants. So I have 6 pockets on my pants, and I have 4 pockets on my vest, plus these 2 zippers that also are probably pockets. I've got a dozen pockets right now. And spoiler alert, almost all of them have snacks in them. Almost all of them have different snack foods. I also have this strap. You can't see the thing that's behind my back, the strap, what it's attached to, but I'll let you know right now, it is a sling bag. It's kind of like a 1-strap backpack that has all of my writing and drawing. Basically just like any sort of artsy stuff. It's got my art supplies in there, basically. It's got some pens, some journals, things like that. That's where I store it. If I ever like find a good spot in the woods, or maybe like hiking up a mountain and I need to just like write down my thoughts or draw something that catches my eye, I'll take the back off and dig out my supplies and go to town. Just gonna be very careful with this next bit here. I don't want to go down too far, because you might have noticed that I didn't have any red just yet, but now I do. I've got some red on my throat, like a proper ruby-throated hummingbird. It's a bandana that is tied around my neck, ready to go catch Pokemon. You know, I kind of do. I mean, I can see it. I can see this being a sort of Pokemon trainer outfit. Okay, I guess I have I guess I've delayed this long enough. Are you ready? Are you ready for the big reveal? I'm nervous. I'm nervous, but here we go. I'm just gonna have my eyes closed. We're gonna get through this. Hello. It me.
Bird up.
Oh. Wow, the first bird up. The first bird up of my 2.0 life. Thank you, Witch. Yes, hello, this is me. I'm Archie. Well, somebody pointed out earlier, I do indeed have some freckles. If you also notice, as I turn my head, the hummingbird feathers kind of do their thing and show off the different colors. So that's a detail that I've always wanted, and for some reason it just never came to light the first time around, but I was able to get a proper request in this time. Also, I've got a proper feather now. I found shampoo that works with hummingbird feathers. Let's go. So now it's got the actual shape that I want it to. Something else I want to show off with the face, specifically these 2 things. Me being sad. I'm a very depressed hummingbird because I didn't have dinner before this. I didn't have dinner before this, so I'm very hungry actually. And I need to eat. What does it look like when the soul leaves us? I don't know. But I do know what it looks like when you try to steal my food. Yeah. I don't like it. I don't like it whatsoever. You gotta stop that. See, I didn't actually ask for the little lip raise at the side there, but it does add to the aesthetic, I gotta say. Makes me come off more intimidating. I go, grrr. And I also like how the feather gets like completely erect. That was also a detail that I did not ask for, but model Mama definitely delivered on it. You don't want to see Archie get fully erect. I'll tell you, you don't want to see me when I'm erect. I can't even. I don't know how often I'm gonna be angry, to be honest, but it's good to have the option. Here's a little bit about me. For those of you who maybe haven't been around or haven't checked out my other debut video on my YouTube channel, which why haven't you? What are you doing? My full name is Archie Okilidae, and here's a little bit of ruby-throated hummingbird trivia for you. Here's what the name breakdown is. So, the family name for hummingbirds is Trochilidae, because trachea has to deal with the throat. And it makes sense. Hummingbirds, they've got a lot of color around their throat. So that's the most striking detail of them. So that's where the Okilidae comes from. My first name, Archie, comes from the species name, which is Archilochus. I was born on September 5th because, I don't know, that's just the day I was born. It was technically the first Saturday of September, and for those of you who do not know, the first Saturday of September is World Hummingbird Day. And it just so happened the year I was born, that was September 5th. My height is 5'10" or 5'9", apparently. Last time I went in to get a physical, they measured me and said I was 5'9¼ Like, what the frick? I am definitely 5'10". I don't know what you're talking about. But sure, I guess I'm just like already shrinking. Whatever. I just think their measurements are off. That's what I'm going to say. And my weight is 165 pounds, surprisingly. For as much as I eat and for as much junk food as I eat, for as much processed stuff, I am so surprised that I do not weigh more. But yeah, I'm a fairly healthy 165. All right. My lore. So I am a hungry hope core hiker hummingbird. That is my lore. As you saw in the lore video, I was trying to do a good thing for my hummingbird community, but when I came back, everyone was already gone, off to search for more food for themselves. It got really lonely. I was just left to my own devices in this giant field with nothing really to do for it. But I decided that I was going to set off and search the world for good friends and food and just sharing moments with each other. And through that determination and willpower, I granted myself a new form. Maybe there was a little bit of like wishing or VTuber magic kind of added in there, but details. And also along the way, I adopted a lone hummingbird chick named Fitz, because he fits in my hand. And also, he fits in my pocket. I forgot to show that off earlier. I forgot to show it off. I have Fitz with me here. There he is, look at him. I'm so happy that I've got my little fella with me now. He's just sitting in my breast pocket. Oh, and also, let me zoom in real quick. I gotta show this off. So, you know how I have expressions? Well, he also has expressions. He can also get really angry with me. Or he can get very sad. Who made Fitz cry? Don't call him a projectile weapon. I'm never gonna throw him. No, it's okay. It's okay, Fitz. I'll never throw you. I would never throw you. You go back in the pocket. Go back in the pocket. It's okay. It's okay. Ark, why did you say that about my child? He is not a projectile weapon. I will have you know. He's not a projectile weapon. I'm keeping an eye on you. I should probably keep him out. I should keep him out for the rest of the debut. Let's go into my likes first. So my likes, obviously, I like nature, especially birds. I like the outdoors. I like getting to see all the beautiful things in the world. All the trees, all the plants, all the scenery. It's so, so good. I also enjoy food. I enjoy food of all kinds. Spicy food, sweet food. I like snack food. I like candy. I like pasta. There's so much. So much. I can't even begin to list it. So just food, as it were. I'm always willing to try new things as well. As far as anime goes, I'm very much a noob when it comes to anime. I haven't watched too much in my time, admittedly. Definitely not to the same degree as some other people. But I do have some particular favorites. Of course, Studio Ghibli. I feel like that's sort of an entry level for any anime aficionados. I also really enjoy A Silent Voice. I cried like 4 times watching A Silent Voice, maybe even 5. I can't even remember. But yeah, it's very good, very touching. And I don't know, I'm just a sucker for a good redemption arc. And I like Agret's Go. I very much enjoy Agret's Go. I haven't watched the last couple seasons. I really do need to get caught up on that again. I'm very much invested in Feneko as a character. I think she's my favorite. She's so good. I swear to God, she and the hyena character, I forget his name, I feel like they work as a couple. I ship them. I don't know if anyone else ships them, but I swear to God they work. As far as games go, RPGs, I like platformers, I like Metroidvanias, which sort of is a platformer, but like anything that takes me to a new place, introduces me to cool characters, has a good story, like I'm all over that. So we got Klonoa, we got Shantae, we've got Zelda, Celeste, Undertale, Deltarune, of course, Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Kazooie is one of my favorites. That was my childhood game, basically. Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, loved the crap out of them. You probably hear this a lot, is that like, I like a wide variety of music. I feel like most people like a wide variety of music. However, the 2 genres that I tend to like the most are alt or alternative and classic rock. So bands like, well, and also I guess I didn't include this, but like 90s/2000s pop rock is also up there. So my favorite band of all time is Matchbox 20. You got U2, Pink Floyd, who else? Rolling Stones, Guns N' Roses, the Eagles, Fleetwood Mac. I would say those are probably like my big ones. Books, I also really like writing. I am an English major after all, so I like books. I grew up on Deltora Quest. I don't know if anyone else grew up on Deltora Quest, though that was like my childhood series. I read all of them. I was so obsessed. It's just such a good fantasy series. Emily Rhoda, great job. And also apparently an anime, if you didn't know. My favorite book of all time is Fahrenheit 451. That's the one that inspired me to be a writer in the first place. And also My Side of the Mountain. That's another one I grew up with and I thought was very pertinent to me being, you know, a hiker now. Other like miscellaneous things I like, wind chimes. Wind chimes are some of my favorite noises. However, it can't be like those small tinny sort of wind chimes, you know, where it's just the dinky little clink and clink. That's annoying. I really like the like resonant wind chimes, the ones that like ding dong dong, stuff like that. That's a very good soothing sound for me. There was an art exhibit that I went to some time ago. They had this exhibit called the Wind Chime Forest, where it was set up outside and all these wind chimes, like all these trees were filled with wind chimes, and hearing the wind blow through them just like, it was like a symphony of wind chimes, and it was so good. It inspired me, like if I ever get my own place and I have a tree outside, I just want to fill it up with wind chimes, all various shapes and sizes, and just like have that be my music. And trying new things. I would like to believe that I'm an adventurous sort, as you can sort of plainly see. But yeah, I just like having new experiences. I feel like that is the goal in life, is to have it be filled with all the experiences you can muster. I very much want to promote that. I want to make sure that other people feel that is a good thing to have in your life, is new experiences, trying new things, get yourself out there, sort of the stuff. All right, next up, my dislikes. Small/cramped spaces. I do not do well. It's not necessarily a claustrophobia thing. I just like having, you know, mobility. Like, especially if you think about it in the context of like spelunking. You know how you get those cave divers who like cram themselves into small spaces? I can never do that. Holy frick, no. That is not the way I want to leave this world. Is just slowly starving to death, trapped in the butt crack of a cave. No. No. Slow traffic. I absolutely despise slow traffic. Hello, please, can you move out of the way for me? It's especially bad if you're like on foot, you know? If you're on foot and you got people in front of you who are just hogging up the sidewalk and you're like, come on, pass. I am faster than you. Get out of the way. It's not fun. Chores are also a bother. I really don't like chores, especially washing dishes. Washing dishes is the worst chore in the world. You're just standing in one place, not doing anything else but wash, rinse, dry, put away. Wash, rinse, dry, put away, just over and over. It sucks. At least if you're vacuuming or something, you're dusting, you're like moving around the space a little bit. But just standing still, washing dishes, not good. Not fun. Kind of going along with that, restlessness/tiredness. If I'm tired, I feel like I'm losing energy to like do productive things for the day. I'm losing productivity. I really like doing things. I like being active. Also dislike iceberg lettuce. Iceberg lettuce is objectively the worst food in existence. It is nothing but crunchy leaf water. It's like, oh, I'm a leafy green. I have so many nutrients. No, you don't. No, you don't. Stop lying to yourself. You're just lettuce. You are just lettuce. Also something I hate, this is more of a pet peeve than anything else, 2 radio stations playing the same song at the same time. You ever flip through the radio stations and you're like, oh, I don't really want to listen to the song. You flip to the next one, it's playing the exact same song. It's like, come on. Coordinate this a little bit better, people. And then a little bit more of a dislike that's sadder, on the sadder side, is feeling out of place. This happens to me a lot, and I'm sure that it's a very, you know, common thing to happen to people, is you're just around a certain group or sort of like catch a glimpse of some other people like having fun and, you know, enjoying themselves, and you're just like there on your own, and it makes you feel like you don't really have a place in the world, and you start to get in your head about it a lot. It's not a fun feeling. It's not a fun feeling at all, and it's one that I kind of want to remedy for myself, but it's also something I want to remedy for others. Next up, who is my Oshi? Oh, this is a big question. I'll give you a hint. It's a male, it's a guy, good musician. You know, for a lot of VTubers, their Oshis are people like Iron Mouse or Bao, or, you know, they're just like some other VTubers that have inspired them in some way. My Oshi is Weird Al Yankovic, of course. Of course it would be Weird Al Yankovic. Who else is it gonna be? But yeah, I mean, he's a wonderful guy. He really is. He is an upstanding person. He makes incredible music. Anyway, moving on. Oh no, that's Rika from Pokemon. We don't need to worry about her. Oh, okay. That's Tanashi Mume. Anyway, I'm not flustered at all. What are you talking about? So the content that I plan on doing. Obviously we're gonna continue our gaming. I also want to do some writing and drawing as we've done before in the past. Music, I kind of want to dabble into music a little bit, especially songwriting. We'll see if any certain projects come up where that's a possibility, but it's a thing to keep in mind. Improv. I want to get into improv a bit more. I did some improv stuff in the past 4 years with some other VTubers, did some collabs, but I want to see if I can do more of them, because they're really, really fun, and it's a skill that I got a bit more familiar with in college, and it's something that I want to continue. And then my goals. I kind of looked over what my goals were from the previous debut that I did all the way back in 2022, and it was pretty bare bones, admittedly. Some of these carry over. I still definitely want to reach 1,000 followers on Twitch, so if you have not followed, please consider it. I also want to bring togetherness to the VTuber community, especially the bird VTubers. I want to make sure that everyone feels welcome. I want us all, like, I don't know, like, here's a way to phrase it. So back when I was in 2nd grade, or like elementary school, you know, there were some friends that I made where we only had like a few things in common, but like that's what we started with as a basis for our friendship. Like there was one friend I had, we were friends solely because we shared the same birthday. And like the older you get, the harder it is to make and maintain friendships. And it's like, why don't we just go back to that energy of like, oh, hey, you have this thing in common. I have this thing in common. There we go, we're friends now. Instead of looking at each other's differences, I am definitely of the mind that we need to focus on our similarities. And if we do that, we can come together more as a community, as just people in general, as a world. And bird VTubers, we already have a thing in common. We're birds. There we go. So that's definitely something that I want to support. I want to improve my voice acting skills. I have gotten compliments on my voice acting, and I'm very, very appreciative of that. But I want to take it further. I want to see if I can like do something more with it. Maybe try my hand at auditioning for a game or something. I think that'd be pretty cool. Try new things. That's just a given. It's something I like to do. It's something I want to see if I can implement into my content. Share/make stories with others. That's going to be something that happens as I continue on and try to branch out, make new friends, and overall just be a good streamer or a good inspiration for my peeps. I want to make sure that you all stick around, not because you feel obligated, but because you really enjoy your time here and because you feel like I don't know, that I'm worth it. Because you're all worth it to me, you know? My tags. You, as my fans, are my peeps. If you want to make fan art of me, you can do so with the hashtag Archie. And these are my Oshi marks. We have a compass and we have a leaf. Okay, I know that I've had some people call the feather on my head a leaf, and that's not what that is for. That's not what that Oshi mark is for. That Oshi mark is absolutely gonna get replaced with a hummingbird the second they implement it. It's the closest thing I could find to a green feather, okay? That's just how it works. The leaf is a stand-in for my green feather, but the second that they put a hummingbird emoji in, you bet your absolute biffy that I'm going to be putting that in instead. The one that's more important to me, the one that I feel like is more emblematic of me as a streamer, is the compass. You could sort of read it as like the compass is like, of course, I'm a hiker. A compass is very important to hikers, but I want it to also represent my channel. You know, there are a lot of people out there who might feel lost and alone. And I want this compass to be a way of showing them the path. If they ever feel lost and alone, they can use that compass, find their way here, and hopefully we can help them out. We're here to help guide them. So I hope that you will join me in that endeavor. It's definitely not something that I can do on my own. Just be welcoming, be kind to people, and we'll all have a good time. And then finally, we got our credits. Very, very important ones. So, the lore video, the background music, and the stock footage were from Freepik and Pixabay, Vecteezy, all the royalty-free stuff. Thank you very much. The art, the little doodles of the hummingbird and the person, those were done by me. I had to do it myself, specifically because I am poor. And commissioning people takes a lot of money. So I did the art myself. It wasn't like the most polished, admittedly. I will definitely own up to that. But we try our best. We try our best. The narrator, the voice, that was done by Sharkie, which you can follow at SharkMommyVT. She's a very lovely person, has a very amazing voice, and I'm so happy that she agreed to help out with my project. You should definitely go support her too. The model and rigging is done by the same person who did my 1.0 model. That is Yoma at Maho Yoma. You could definitely see that she's come like such a long way. These 4 years, she's definitely put a lot more work into her model and rigging and stuff, and it shows. It's very, very good.